Okie artichoke. Where we at? Oh yeah, music. And then we just want the players. And I think that's everything. We got Mishi, now looking for a Melvin. Might have a bite of me bacon sandwich. That's good. Very tasty. Do we have a Melvin? He's still here? He was here about 20 minutes ago. Me too's on. We're just trying to find Melvin. It's been tricky to get everyone. First we didn't have Mishi. Then I went wheat, so we didn't have me. And now we don't seem to have a Melvin.
I just want you guys to get up.
Okay, Melvin. I mean, who was it who Melvin beat to get here? Was Cucino? Oh my god. Melvin, come on, bro. Where are you? This is going to be a real anticlimax if it turns out we can't play after all. Because we're still missing a player. But I guarantee that if I call the stream and say we'll wait, oh, Melvin's typing, We got a response. Connection problem. Okay. Okay, but we do have a Melvin. He is there. He is present. So it's not like Melvin's just wandered off.
So what do we do while we're waiting?
Oh, nothing. Hopefully Melvin won't be laggy. Game 1 hasn't started yet. We need Mishi to ready up. But this is a best of 5, and the loser plays with Lego Man. Plays against the Lego Man to go against for the KSR. Melvin's saying he'll probably lag a lot. That's disappointing. So, Mishi for some reason isn't clicking ready. Mishi wants to wait until Melvin has a good connection. Just waiting on me. I'm here. What do you mean waiting on me? I set up the fucking lobby. Cheeky bastard. Waiting on me. Alright, finally. About 2 hours after it was supposed to happen, Mishi and Melvin finally playing each other for a place in the I believe this is to get them in a place in the finals or semi-finals. I don't know. I know that there was a picture showing the bracket, but now I can't find it. So that sucks. And we lost to Melvin. It's okay. We'll get there eventually. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for this. This picture that I swear I saw, but maybe I saw something else. How many boxes is this? What? What do you mean, how many boxes is this? Hmm. 54% of winning a single game. I mean, I think Mishi was probably the favourite, but not by a long way. Especially considering how well Melvin did against Mochaccino, who frankly I would have put, I would have bet on to win in that game. It is a best of 5. Don't know how that changes things. But I think it should be pretty close. Okay, so Melvin's gone silent. I assume he's restarting his game. I assumed he'd be back by now. Maybe he is restarting his internet. I'm not really sure what to do here. Melvin isn't responding anymore. We've lost a Melvin. And... I assume his internet has gone out completely because he's not even, like, updating us. It's only been... Oh, wait, we got a message coming in. I'm back, but it will 100% crash again. Five times. He restarted the router 5 times. I don't know what the ruling is on... We don't have Gent here to give a referee's ruling of whether we try this another time or... Does Mishi get it by default? Internet. Okay, so it's not the game, it's the internet's just... Alright, well, let's hope for the best. We got Mishi and we got Melvin. Mishi in red, Squirrel, Lizard, Ferret, Snake, Owl, Mine, and Melvin in yellow. Squirrel, Toad, Falcon, Camel, Fox. Okay, so I'm liking the Wolf Fox from Melvin, but I'm not sure how well it will do against an Owl coming out of Mishi. Melvin does have Falcon Cam, and Wolf Falcon Cam is going to be great at dealing with mice. So I think Melvin's got the best deck here, but he needs to get up and get all of his stuff out. Because Mishi with well microed Squirrel, Lizard, Snake, Ferret could provide a real annoyance to Melvin trying to build up. Okay, Mishi going for a quick expansion, putting 2 farms down. Before he's even got his first Warren fully built. Is Melvin going to respond in time? No, Melvin's going for triple tier 1. He's going to sell? He's going to sell. Okay, so he makes sure Mishi scouts the triple tier 1 to try and worry him about pushing. But Mishi shows no fear and just goes for more farms. Mishi is playing very greedy here, but he's going to get away with it. Melvin needs to go back and put down extra farms. So we're going hard on eco for both players. Oh no, Melvin's doing a sell again. Melvin's selling everything. He's going to go in with a massive tier 1 push. Now, I actually beat Mishi by doing this. So this is possibly going to work out for Melvin. Mishi desperately selling some of his farms and putting down Warrens, but he's 10 seconds behind on all these Warrens. They've got a build, whereas Melvin is going straight into the squirrel production. Now, if Mishi can hold on, then Melvin is going to be massively behind on economy. He's going to struggle. And the longer Melvin waits, the more time Mishi has to build up. Melvin's coming in. He steps on a mine. He's killed one pig, but that's not enough. He gets a second pig. But now Mishi's really coming out hard with these reinforcements. I don't think Melvin was quick enough there. Melvin put himself back 5 farms to go for that attack. And he only got 2, so he's still 3 farms behind. Now, Melvin is going to go back and he's going to be able to eco up, but he's lost some serious tempo there. Mishi's farms are already mining, and he's going to go straight for the owl. Oh, double owl from Mishi. Is Melvin going to scout this? Yeah, he scouts it both. But the first owl is already built and paid for. How's Melvin going to deal with this? He's slamming down a wolf. And a chameleon warren. You could probably get away with selling some tier 1 to get more tier 2 out. So Mishi is nice and safe. He's got a decent tier 1 army, and he's got all these mines protecting him. Snake Owl is really annoying to deal with, and the second owl is coming out. But Snake Owl mine is fucking dirty if it gets a setup. This is looking very good for Mishi. Has been ever since that first attack didn't quite get the damage Melvin needed. But now, with the mine set up, even if Melvin manages to kill all the mice and can start chasing, he's just going to take so much damage walking into the mines. Then again, the wolf is halfway done, and wolf buff chameleons are fucking broken. So, let's see how it works. Let's see how they manage. There's no wolf yet, and one farm has been got. But now the wolf is out. Mishi's going way ahead on farms again. Melvin doing his best to catch up. He does have the wolf to buff his economy, but Mishi putting all these mines down is stopping Melvin from pushing in. Another fight comes in. The wolf is not buffing the units. It's buffing the pigs still. Okay, so Mishi is got a really good defensive line set up there, but does that matter? Because Melvin has a mill here, a mill here, and a mill here that he can take. And he can take this mill without having to cross this mine line, so Melvin, it's not like Mishi can starve Melvin out. I don't know who wins in the long game. Does an owl beat a wolf buffed eco? I guess we're going to have to find out. It's dangerous though for Melvin to be buffing his farms though, because he needs his... It takes time for the buff to swap to units. And Melvin needs the buff on his units. Okay, Melvin losing chameleons, keeping his falcons alive at least, keeping his wolf untouched, but he can't... Oh dear, he can't keep affording to lose all this tier 2. Oh dear. Damn it. It's going so well. But I don't know who wins from here. I don't think that the Melvin wolf buff eco is enough to overcome the owl poke. That was an unexpected twist. Mishi wins. Mishi's the one who crashed. You can't give it to the one who crashed. I'm going to ask if both players are okay to replay that. No, you can't give it to the one who crashed, because by crashing, they've removed any opportunity for a comeback. If that's how it worked, then you just unplug your router as soon as you got into a good position, and you'd automatically take every win. Okay, they're going to replay. So, 0-0. Clean slate. Okay, squirrel, lizard, ferret, snake, owl, mine against squirrel, toad, falcon, skunk, cam, wolf. So Melvin has actually switched up his deck, which is arguably dishonourable. But I kind of think his deck might have been made worse, so it's hard to say. I mean, in a super long game, the fox might be a better pick than the skunks, but against owls specifically, the skunks might be better, but the fox is going to be better at picking off the snakes and certainly the owls. But Mishi was countering that by having 42 tier 1 units to tank, so I think it's an argument. Am I dying? I don't know. My lungs feel quite tight. But no. I'm still alive at the moment. Just needed to take an inhaler. Okay, Mishi doing a snake rush. Melvin only got one squirrel to hold this. That's not enough. That's 2 pigs down. Is he going to get the snake? He's not even going to get the snake. Now Melvin's got his falcons up, so he might be able to counterattack here. This snake is pretty injured. But it's only 1 falcon against 2 snakes. Those are not good odds. Even if you kill the snakes, the falcons will still die. Now, Melvin does have a base already built. Mishi is building his. Is Melvin going to start slamming down some farms? I think he might need to. He needs to catch up on eco, because Mishi is going to be Mishi and go for high amounts of farms here. Don't worry, give me your aid. Well, loss of taste. Don't think so. Statistically likely to survive. Well, I'm not a usual case because I have a weaker immunology than normal. I'm actually one of the vulnerable people, so That's gonna buff you. Then bust my chances up a bit. So, besides, it's fine. Okay, both players going for quite a lot of farms. Melvin's still slightly behind. Mishi hasn't gone for his owl yet, but I'd expect him to go for it as soon as he gets back. He's floating over 180 food. I promise I will let you know. I'll let you guys know if I go into hospital with corona, alright? Jesus, double owls coming out from Mishi. Okay, so Melvin has scouted the double owl. He's going for a lot of tier 2. He should be able to hold with Falcon, Skunk, Cam. He's even now on economy. In fact, he'll actually end up slightly ahead since these farms are going to take longer to fallow, since they had to be built. But the problem is the third mill. Mishi's got a nice easy third mill to take. Melvin's is a little tougher. Especially against an owl, it'll be very easy for Mishi to poke at these farms without suffering any damage. But Melvin's going to have his economy right on the front line. So, you know, give him a bit of extra firepower, but he'd rather just keep it safe, I'm sure. Especially against this deck, against snakes and owls. Which is basically made for poking in. Okay. And there's this base, which is definitely going to go for Mishi. Mishi's cut it off with these mines. So this is a map where Mishi can realistically starve Melvin out. I'm not sure what Melvin does against this many mines. Like, he could brute force it, but he's trying to brute force a superior economy with a lesser one. So that ain't gonna work. He could go all Falcon, but Mishi's got 36 squirrels. So that's not going to work. In a straight fight, Melvin's army probably wins, but Mishi is doing his damnedest to make sure that there's never going to be a straight fight. Now going up to 4 ferrets. He was going up to 6, but decided to sell one and put it down a snake one instead. Melvin getting out his wolf. Not entirely sure how much that will help, and he's not contesting these mine placements, which I think is a mistake. Melvin just surrenders. I gotta say, I don't like preemptive surrenders, but I kind of see the logic on that one. That was going to be painful. I think it's best to stay in because your opponent can commit a mistake. But once you got to the point where you're relying on mistakes rather than your own skill, I think a lot of players don't really like to play that way. I mean, who was it? Dino was playing yesterday where Dino picked off 4 owls for free because of a missed micro. Wasn't that Mishi? That might have actually been Mishi. Yeah, it was Mishi. So, I mean, Dino did still lose, but it shows you that there's a way. Okay, so Mishi's sticking with the same deck. Melvin switching up, Squirrel, Pigeon, Falcon, Cam, Boar, Owl. Now, I think the Owl's good. The Owl's going to be able to deal with the mines pretty well. The Boar will deal with the Mass Tier 1. Melvin's seen a lot of that from Mishi. And it will also help deal with the Owl, deal with the mice. He's also got the Chameleon Falcon for that. The Boar can also tank a lot of mine hits, especially now that Melvin's got Pigeons to heal his units back up. Pigeons are kind of the best like counter to mines, because you can clear, heal, whereas before you'd have to go back. It'd be like clear, heal, 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 clear, and then by the time you've done that, your opponent's put down like 3 more for every one you've cleared, so it's not worth it. But with Pigeons, you can stay much closer. It looks like we're going for a very different game here, with Mishi going for the ferrets early. Melvin has got his falcons out, so that's a good response to the ferrets. Be able to keep him out and ooh, pick him off. Melvin might try and push on this. Not yet, but he is going to go for a tier 3. He's going for the boar. He's one basing this. These falcons are doing wonders. He needs to make sure he doesn't lose them. Pulls it back at 2 HP. Now here come the mines. But Melvin's got enough army advantage that it doesn't actually matter at this point. He's killed all the squirrels, and the ferrets can't do anything about these falcons. But now one squirrel comes up, pops the falcon that was on 2 HP. But I think Melvin's going to be satisfied with that. He got some damage. He's cleared out the mines. Well, most of them. He killed a ferret. Killed a lot of tier 1. Got a warren. And now his boar's building in the background. He's still on 1 base, but it's looking pretty good for him. And Mishi's only just expanding now. If Mishi starts slamming down farms, that's exactly what Melvin wants. Melvin already has his ball on the way. Mishi's economy, if Mishi goes for eco here, it won't have time to actually manifest into anything usable. And Mishi dies, so he's losing precious time he needs to respond to this boar. He already is nearly out of time. The boar is out. The boar's on its way. Mishi's army is getting roasted. The mine does nothing. Mishi's army is getting hunted down. All his warrens are being destroyed. Melvin takes game 2, which is technically game 3, but we don't talk about game 1. Game 1 was the last game. This is game 2. 1-all. I sometimes think boar might be the worst tier 3 to not scout. Because it has counters, but its counters are very specific. Like, if you're not prepared for a boar, it can really screw you up. And Mishi, changing his deck up quite a lot. Squirrel, pigeon, skunk, snake, badger, mine against squirrel, pigeon, falcon, can, boar, owl. Snake. Snake isn't enough. It's not enough to just have a couple of snakes because the boar is so tanky. You need so many poison tags on it to actually kill it. Especially if it's got support. You need to really go heavily into snakes. Or really heavily into falcons. Which, you know, takes time to do. If you scout the boar and the warren's already built and the boar's paid for, you don't have time to go back and go into mass snake. I mean, maybe you do if the map is really large and you scout it just as it's starting, but it's going to be a tight squeeze. Mass tier 1 works against boar in that case. Only if you've got a really superior economy. To the point where you can rebuild. Because that boar is taking a lot of tier 1 with it. You can overwhelm a boar with tier 1. But it's a costly affair. Anyway, speaking of this game, Mishi's going for an 8 farm snake. So Melvin has sold his farms, sold a farm, and is now going for just triple tier 1. I thought he was going to try and counter push to get here before the snake camp came out, because this is a very far forward snake warren, but no, he's just going to sit back. A couple of mines are being placed down. He's going to just get his squirrels to walk into them and clear them. Melvin just going for more and more tier 1. Mishi floating a lot of food. He puts down a skunk warren, but still got quite a lot. Quite a lot of spare food. Okay. So, Melvin, oh, suddenly starts selling. Puts down another falcon warren. What's Melvin up to here? Can he hold here? It's going to be difficult for him against the skunks as well. Which, I mean, he saw the tier 2 one. He probably didn't assume it was skunks because Mishi hasn't used skunks as of yet. This is the advantage Mishi has being a player who, you know, plays a lot of different decks. He's able to catch people off guard by switching things up. Now Melvin has managed to get out his falcons, which is going to be a useful counter. But still, he's going to find it hard to stop any poking from happening with these mines right here. What he wants to clear these is really a chameleon, so he can stick it on one, heal it up with his pigeons, and then send it back again. He's going to walk onto this. He takes so much mine damage, so many mine hits, but he's pushing through. The falcons aren't touched. He does lose a falcon, but he picks up a warren. He picks up quite a few squirrels. Trades relatively equally. And he's also cleared out all the mines. Well, there's still one here. There's still this mine here. That's been there since the beginning of the game. But no longer. well, we still got the old mine here. That's one of those mines that, you know, is put down in the war and then doesn't go off until, like, it gets dug up 200 years later when they're building a house or something. And you have to call in the bomb squad. We've got loads of those in the UK. Loads of bombs that just haven't gone off. Although they weren't mines, they were, you know, actual bombs that were dropped from planes. But, you know, same idea. Okay, so both players looking pretty even on economy, going back and forth with a couple of pokes. And now the ball is out. Well, not out, it's down. And it's being built. But this time Mishi has got a counter in the Badger. And he has scouted the ball a lot earlier this time. The ball is still started building, which I think is always, you know, you consider a tier 3 successfully hidden if it starts building before your opponent's scouting. That's my rule of thumb. But Mishi's going to try and come in. He does have a slightly bigger army, and he has a lot of squirrels, which is going to be good at killing these falcons. He's going to be very good at killing these falcons. The skunks are just clearing all the ground forces. And these skunks are left untouched. Still have squirrel support. These pigeons desperately keeping this pig alive. Melvin only losing one pig is kind of an achievement there. Mishi sold his tier 1 one and has put down more snakes. Melvin is ready to go with the ball, but he's waiting for his falcons. That means Mishi's going to have time to build up these snakes. Mishi is also ahead in economy, ever so slightly. But I think, will Mishi be able to get the tags he needs on this board? Probably. Melvin doesn't have that much tier 1. Oh, Melvin's just suiciding his boar in. He's just going to go for the boar bomb. But the problem with the boar bomb is the boar moves very slowly, especially when it's got half a dozen snake tags on it. That might have been a mistake by Melvin. He might have been able to keep it alive. He had a decent amount of pigeons. But Mishi takes game 3 and is now 2-1 up. He never got out the Badger. The boar bomb, like, the boar didn't die quickly enough. There was a moment where it was right in the middle of Mishi's army. But it still had, like, the pigeons actually worked against Melvin because they kept the boar alive longer than it should have been. If only there was a way you could, like, tell the boar to blow itself up. Okay, Squirrel Cam, Snake Fox, Mine Arty for Mishi. Melvin sticking with the same deck, Squirrel Pigeon, Falcon Cam, Boar Owl. I think it's fine for Melvin to stick with the same deck. He didn't lose because of the deck. He lost because he had he mistempoed and he had a couple of minor miss micros. This is best of 5, so Mishi's on game point now, match point I should say. If he wins this, he goes through to finals, I think, semi-finals. I'm not really sure what they're playing for. I think it's a spot in the finals. But Mishi going with a very different deck yet again. I'll be interested to see if he gets the Mine Arty out. It's not a brilliant map for it. It's not like he can... I mean, he can defend this base very easily, and this base pretty well. But he can't cut off a large chunk of the map. I mean, he could probably stop Melvin from going here, even though it's got the high... Actually, no, Mishi has no high ground vision. So, he can't probably stop Melvin from taking that. Although, Melvin probably doesn't want to take that, given that it's so close. Whenever the farms are right on the edge of the cliff here, it's generally a bad idea to take it because your opponent can shoot up and get a much better spread than you can. I don't know how it works, it just does. We've seen it multiple times. But yeah, Melvin can take this base pretty easily, and he could probably get... He's probably going to get these three. If Mishi starts setting up defences, then Mishi is going to lock himself in to just this 2 base eco. Melvin going for the boar nice and early. Hasn't put down a knight's farm yet. Mishi coming out with the chameleons though. I don't think Melvin can hold with just 9 lizards. 9 squirrels, rather. Sorry. Okay. Mishi doesn't scout the boar. Melvin... Fake goes for 3 farms. Melvin really needs a lot more tier 1. And he is getting a lot more tier 1. But I don't know if it's going to be out in time. The chameleons are here now. But they're not actually doing anything. And if they come in ahead of their army, they're coming in ahead of the squirrels, taking a bit of damage. The boar is building. Mishi still hasn't scouted it. He's putting down a lot of mines, but he's mainly going for eco and tier 1. The boar can deal with eco and tier 1. And the pigeons with the boar should be able to deal with the mines. Mishi goes in for a scout and messes it up again. He should surely be expecting a tier 3 at this point. His opponent has not put down a single farm on his second base. Mishi does put down snakes, but they're not going to be out in time. The boar's already nearly done. Okay, here comes the boar. Melvin needs to move out. The longer he waits, the more time Mishi's got to prepare for this tier 3. He's built a lot of snakes. Well, he's got 1 snake out, at the very least. Here comes the boar. They take the mine hits. This isn't going well for Melvin. His boar's caught out. If the boar gets tagged, then it's not going to be able to escape. And now it's not going to be able to do the boar bomb either. It doesn't kill the snake. Oh, at least Melvin put down some farms, so he's not completely out of it. He's going to go for a second boar. He is. He's going for a second boar. But that's dangerous. I mean, Mishi's going to have even more snakes up by that point. You need enough squirrels to blast down the snakes, but the cams were tanking too well for them. Mishi going for an arty cannon. It's going to be up by the time the boar gets here to fight. How far is it going to reach? It's going to reach pretty far. It's not quite going to hit the mill. But Melvin is in a difficult position here. He probably should have sold the boar and teched into an owl. I'm not sure why Melvin wanted the second boar. Oh, and he's going to lose this mill. His squirrels can't protect this. He's losing 3 farms for nothing. Not to mention the territory. Now, Mishi can start pushing his arties forward. And, despite what I said about Melvin probably taking these bases, Mishi's actually the one to do it. And now he has fairly well secured them. I didn't think he'd be able to get these artillery out right into the middle of the map, but he has. Okay, Melvin going for a full 8 farms here. He knows, he probably feels confident defending since the boar is pretty hard to push into. But he needs more eco than that. Mishi already has a full 8 farms, and he's getting another 6 here. Are we going to see an owl? Okay, we see 2 owls. The ball gets sold. And that leaves Melvin in a pretty precarious position at the moment. Right now, if Mishi were to move in, I'm not sure what Melvin could do. And the Fox isn't built. The Warren's built. There it goes. Mishi sells down a few tier 1. Gets the Fox paid for. This arty will be able to reach this. There's arty all over the place. This artillery, is that gonna... That's gonna be able to reach the pigs. I don't think it can reach the mill. This arty definitely can though. And Melvin's going for it anyway. No, he's selling. The squirrels don't reach that far. No way. Yeah, sorry Melvin. Melvin is now in a very bad position. This is his only base left. He could try and take this again. But this one's going to be destroyed as soon as Mishi runs up here. Both of these actually reach, so maybe this party does reach this mill. Is Mishi going to go take a look? It definitely reaches the pigs, but I think that's the limit. And it misses. This pig survives the bombing. Okay, Melvin going for just as many owls as he can get. Now, Owl is actually pretty good against Mishi's deck. And Mishi has a lot of arty, but it's very spread out. So it's going to be easy for Melvin to attack in areas where there's only 1 or 2 arties, rather than all 5 hitting them at once. And I can speak from experience, arties struggle to hold owls. Yeah, that doesn't reach Mishi. But boy, this is just so much eco for Mishi, and this is starting to get dangerous, where you can afford to put multiple artillery down. And he's also starting to get a load of chameleons, which is probably his best unit at holding the mice back. However, Melvin is picking off some units. He's picking off the tier 2. Oh, he's going to get some farms here. Oh, but is he going to lose his... No, he doesn't lose his owls. I was a bit worried there that he might get flanked. Melvin just going to go all out. Yeah, he is. I think that's probably the right call. Mishi has nothing flying. There's no reason to hit up. So there's no reason to keep the squirrels. Just go straight out. Now he's got 5. The problem is he might get overwhelmed. Yeah, the owls can't rebuild quickly enough. This was why you wanted to keep some squirrels around, actually. So you had some burst damage. And Mishi takes game number 3 and moves on. Oh, rough spot for Melvin there. I think he might have actually been able to come back into that though. If Mishi hadn't pushed, or if he'd had one more base to work with. But good work by Mishi to cut him off and to get in before all those owls came out, because once Melvin got up to 7 owls, that was going to be very difficult, no matter how much artillery you had. So yeah, that's a 3-1 win to Mishi. Now, okay, so the loser of this match, Melvin, plays Lego Man, roughly 4 to 5 hours from, so around 6 or 7. So over the next 3 hours, some point in the next 3 hours, there should be another playoff between Melvin and Lego Man. I don't know who's casting that. But I guess we'll find out. He's not playing right now. I mean, unless Lego Man's around and wants to play right now, I'd be fine to cast it, but according to Gentleman, I mean, I'll show you. Appointment today with Lego Man 4 to 5 hours from now to play a best of 3 against him as part of the TB playoff KSR side, and that was at 2:16. So it's now 3:45, so it's been an hour and a half, so that means in 2.5 to 3.5 hours Lego Man and Melvin will play. I don't think that will be me. Maybe I'll be told, hey, can you stream? But I don't think that's me. Maybe Gentleman will contact me. Otherwise, I intend to go offline for now and then stream Subnautica later. So, yeah, for now, I will bid you adieu. I will apologise for all the inconveniences and delays that happened with this match. And I will say see you next time. Have a good day, everybody. Toodles.